Alright guys, this is Paul and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about how we're going to change student book reviews into blog entries. The directions I'm going to give you are for WordPress.com, but if you'd rather use a different platform, as long as it accepts posts by email, you should be fine. When you get to WordPress.com, you just go ahead and click on the big blue button that says Create Website. If you already have a login, you can use that, but we're going to assume you don't. Choose a name for your website. In this case, we're going to use Books to Blogs Example. It's going to end in .wordpress.com. No control over that at this stage. Now we need to provide a little bit more information. You provide an email address. It can be personal or school. I recommend using your school email for this purpose, as long as you will have access to it outside of school. Once you get your email address in there, it's going to autofill a username that's basically the beginning of your website. And then you choose a password, something that you can remember. If you forget it, you can always have it reset by an email to that email address. So make sure it's a real email address. Alright, on to the next step. At the next step, your account is created, and it gives you the option to pay for a custom address, but we're going to pass on that for now. Something you can work on later if you want to. Here you have a chance to choose a theme for your blog. I went with something basic, this 80s theme, but you can go with any theme and you can change it at any time. It does not affect the content, doesn't delete anything, it just changes the way that it looks. From this, you want to make sure you choose the free plan. This is the one that will not cost you anything. We don't really need any of the premium features for this particular purpose. It's going to take you to a page that's basically set up to start things off, but we're going to shortcut that a little bit because we know exactly what we want to do first, and that is enable posting by email. So, pro tip number one, if you go off here to the side, you can actually see the My Sites button, and when you go there, you go to WP Admin, and that takes you to what's often called the dashboard. It's the way you control your blog from the back. Now I want to make it clear that the steps we're about to follow are one-time only setup steps, and you will not have to repeat these over and over again. Okay, once we're in here, we're going to put away some of these early messages that they give you that are trying to get you to do some setup steps. Keep in mind that you have the option later on to come back and customize your blog to make it look however you like. I clicked on My Blogs, and you see there's a button right there that says Enable Post by Email. After I've clicked Enable, I want to copy that special email address because any email messages that I send to that email address are going to become posts. Now I want to set up categories. Categories in this particular system are the way that you decide what the genre for the book is and the rating scheme for the book. So you want to think about this in advance, and when you're ready, come here to the categories area and begin to add your categories. I'll give you a few examples here. In this rating system, the students give it a number of stars, and each rating of stars is connected to a statement that describes it. So 1 star, it's okay. 2 stars, it's good. Just keep adding in those ratings. You can change these at any time, but it's very helpful to have them in place before you set up the other steps. I'm also setting up my genres here, so science fiction, historical fiction, nonfiction, whatever genres you want students to be able to choose from when they are going to submit their reviews. Once you have enabled post by email and have set up your categories to include all of your genres and your rating system, you are essentially done with step 1. All that's left is the optional customizing of the look of your blog, and that's something you may want to come back and do after you have the whole system set up. So now it's time to move on to step 2, which is where you create the form that will capture students' book reviews.